It starts quietly, not with panic, not with pain, but with a constant feeling that something isn't right. You wake up tired even after sleeping. Your mind feels busy but not productive. Small problems feel overwhelming. You snap easily. You forget things you never used to forget. And deep down, you feel like you're always on edge, even when nothing is happening. Most people think this is just stress, aging, or a bad phase of life. But neuroscience tells us something very different. This is often the first sign that your brain is stuck in survival mode. Survival mode is not a mental weakness. It is a biological state. Your brain was designed to protect you from danger, not to live in danger all day, every day. Thousands of years ago, survival mode saved lives. It helped humans escape predators and respond to real threats. But today, your brain cannot tell the difference between a wild animal and a stressful email, a financial worry, poor sleep, or constant phone notifications. To your brain, pressure is pressure. And when pressure becomes constant, survival mode never turns off. When your brain enters survival mode, it shifts control away from higher thinking centers and hands it over to older, primitive brain circuits. The part of your brain responsible for logic, memory, focus, and emotional control starts to shut down. At the same time, stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline remain elevated. This is useful for short emergencies. But when this state continues for weeks, months, or years, it begins to damage how your brain functions. One of the earliest signs your brain is stuck in survival mode is constant mental fatigue. You feel tired even when you haven't done much. Simple decisions feel exhausting. Your brain feels heavy, foggy, and slow. This happens because survival mode burns energy rapidly. Your brain is constantly scanning for threats, leaving fewer resources for thinking, creativity, and memory. This is not laziness. This is neurological overload. Another major sign is poor focus and short attention span. You start tasks but don't finish them. You forget why you entered a room. You read the same sentence again and again. This happens because survival mode suppresses the prefrontal cortex, the brain area responsible for concentration and planning. Your brain is prioritizing safety over productivity. Focus becomes a luxury it believes you cannot afford. Emotional changes are another red flag. You may feel irritable, anxious, or emotionally numb. Small inconveniences trigger big reactions. You may feel detached from things you once enjoyed. Survival mode narrows emotional range. It keeps you alert, not joyful. Over time, this leads to chronic anxiety, low motivation, and emotional exhaustion. Many people describe this as not feeling like themselves anymore. Sleep problems are one of the strongest indicators that your brain is stuck in survival mode. You may struggle to fall asleep, wake up frequently at night, or wake up feeling unrefreshed. This happens because cortisol should drop at night, allowing melatonin to rise. But in survival mode, cortisol stays high, keeping the brain alert even when the body is exhausted. Without deep sleep, the brain cannot repair itself and the stress cycle continues. Your body also sends warning signs. Digestive issues, tension headaches, tight shoulders, jaw clenching, and frequent urination at night are common. Survival mode keeps muscles tight and digestion suppressed. The body is prepared to run or fight, not rest or heal. Over time, this constant tension wears the body down and feeds back into brain stress, especially sugar and ultra-processed foods. When your brain is stressed, it looks for quick energy and comfort. Cortisol increases appetite and disrupts blood sugar regulation. This creates cravings that feel uncontrollable. People often blame themselves for lack of discipline, but the real issue is a brain stuck in emergency mode. The most dangerous part of survival mode is that it feels normal over time. Your brain adapts to stress as its baseline. You forget what calm feels like. You start living in a constant state of urgency. This is why many people don't seek help until symptoms become severe. Memory declines. Anxiety becomes constant. Burnout sets in. But here's the critical truth. Survival mode is reversible. The brain is plastic. It changes based on what you repeatedly expose it to. Just as stress trains the brain to stay alert, calm trains the brain to feel safe. Recovery begins by sending consistent signals of safety to the nervous system. This includes quality sleep, reduced stimulation at night, slow breathing, and predictable routines. Even small changes, done daily, can shift the brain out of survival mode. The most powerful reset happens during deep sleep. During this stage, the brain clears stress chemicals, repairs neural connections, and restores emotional balance. But sleep only improves when stress signals decrease during the day and especially before bedtime. This is why nighttime habits matter more than people realize. The brain must feel safe to let go. Breathing slowly and deeply is one of the fastest ways to signal safety to the brain. Long exhales activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for rest and recovery. When practiced daily, this retrains the stress response. Over time, cortisol levels drop, sleep deepens, and mental clarity returns. Consistency is the key. The brain doesn't change overnight, but it always changes in the direction of what you practice most. If you practice stress, urgency, and overstimulation, survival mode stays active. If you practice calm, recovery, and rest, the brain rewires itself toward balance. This is not motivation. This is biology. If you recognize yourself in this video, understand this clearly. Your brain is not broken. It is overprotective. And with the right habits, it can learn to feel safe again. When survival mode turns off, focus improves, sleep deepens, emotions stabilize, and energy returns naturally. Calm becomes your new baseline instead of stress. Protect your brain the way you protect your body. Reduce unnecessary stress signals. Respect sleep. Repeat calming habits daily. Because the brain you save today determines the life you live tomorrow. Follow Health Decode for more clear, science-based insights that help you understand your brain, manage stress, and restore balance naturally.